Hey, this is Wesley coming to you from Roots on Augusta Road in Greenville. Today we are doing a segment called Put a Lid on It, and I'm going to show you how to plant a fun terrarium. Terrariums are great indoors year-round, and especially during the winter months when it's dull and boring outside. And we are going to get started by showing you this basic container that has a glass lid. You can plant terrariums and vases and things like that that have narrower openings, but one with a lid makes it a lot easier to plant. So the key to planting a terrarium is to not use potting soil like you traditionally would in a container. We suggest using sheet moss. The sheet moss is light and airy. It will hold water for the plants, but it also allows a lot of airflow and breathing of the plant so that it doesn't sour like you can get with potting soil. So we are just going to line the bottom about 4 inches or so of the container with the sheet moss, and this helps hide the soil from the plant ball. And it's just a good way to get started. You can fill in your holes as you go, but if you do start by lining the bottom few inches, it gives you a good base and covers all of that up. Can be hard to work down in these tight spaces, but it is a lot of fun, and they're a lot of fun to have around the house. We're going to start with a trailing plant. This is good to put down in there so that it covers up some of the area. It's kind of like your little ground cover. Think of this as a mini yard. I'm going to put that one down towards the front. Then I'm going to add in a fern. You can knock a little soil off of the root ball if you would like, or you can leave whatever's there, whatever you need to do. If you're running out of room, you can always take a little bit of the soil off. You just don't want to damage all of the roots. And if your plant is too tall and coming out of the top of the container, especially something like a fern, feel free just to pinch it back. It's just like giving it a haircut, so it's not going to hurt it. And just like with potting soil, you want to fill in any holes that are in between the root balls, but we're just going to use moss, like I said. Here at Roots, we usually offer a great selection of small little 2-inch plants. These have little root balls on them. It's great for tight spaces. This is a prayer plant. And of course, all of these plants would eventually outgrow this container, but you should get a good 8 to 12 months out of it. And most plants will allow you to prune them slightly, so you could possibly keep it longer than that. Because these plants, like I said, can get taller if you're familiar with them. This one down in the front's the creeping fig. So I think 3 plants will do in this container. I'm just going to go back and fill in some of the holes. And then the fun part is you can always add some fun accessories. I have a little butterfly that's on a little metal pick that I was going to add to this one. I thought that was fun, especially for the winter months. And these are things that could easily be switched out. Maybe add a little bit of curly willow to it. Take a few of these tips off to make it a little shorter. You could add a little bird in there, a little bird's nest, something like that, to give you some accents. And then you're going to put a lid on it. And that's a basic way to create a fun terrarium. It's very inexpensive, and I hope you enjoyed this. Stop by and see us at Roots, or visit our website, www.rootsofgreenville.com. Thank you.